Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Take 5. As you can see, I'm in the lab where it all goes down. I'm actually currently editing the podcast for Mixmaster David. Now, I met David back in 2002, I think it was, back in New York City. And from then until now, some 20 years later, we've been good friends, we've been brothers. So, this next episode is all courtesy of Mixmaster David. And let's pick it up where he talked about his journey in the business of music, specifically in the business of DJing, right here on Take 5.
My journey started from like 10 years old and stuff like that, just being like around, my homies from the community who had a sound system called Step by Step.
Step by Step.
Funny enough, anytime I go around, I see something that I want, always find a way in. And make myself useful at some capacity. I'm going to be annoying, but I'm going to be useful in some capacity.
Right.
So I was a basic.
The basic?
Take out the bass.
So you was on the mixer taking out the bass?
Yeah, no, not on the mixer, so they're on the rack, basically.
Okay.
Like a bass switch.
Right.
They used to create like a bass switch. Yo, bass, take out the bass.
That's funny. Oh, man. So this was 10 years old?
Yeah, this was 10 years old. So from that now, leading like, the same 10 years old, I start early warm. Broke a couple needle and all them stuff there.
It was needle days.
Yeah, you play the local old hits them and all them stuff there,
Wow.
So we start out from them days there, and then we lead up to from the community sound. We got advanced, become the talk of the community. Then we moved on to a bigger sound system like Super Saint.
Okay.
And then I was doing the same thing like early warm, lift box. So we went through it all. But this is Super Saint at top, but
right. The Super Saint.
The Super Saint. So it's like. Then we graduated, and in between that, I was working at a radio station, so I was working at Hot 102 as an engineer.
Okay.
Like probably 17 and stuff like that. So my life started a little young, a little earlier. So yeah.
So is this what you always? Because obviously, if you started at 10, you knew there's you wanted to be in the business.
I never knew. All right. So I love sound system, and because we like going to school, we used to always. School, skip class, academically, you're going to fall back a little bit. And then, so certain things, you're not going to see yourself going to college, all that stuff, Or I would have to start over the wheel, and I wasn't into all of that.
Okay.
So it's like, coming to America, that's when I saw that.
Gotcha.
Coming to America, then coming to Atlanta, when I had to go solo, like probably 2004-ish. Because I always played a sound system up until like 2004.
Got it.
Like 2004, 2005, which that's when I say, yo, I'm not work for nobody, Because
really?
I did all kind of jobs when few jobs I did when I came here. I did like work at tire shop, construction, furniture store.
Construction?
Yeah, bro. Oh, man, fame. It was a tile, sheet rock, all them stuff there. So it's like, them time we didn't have no paper. So it's like,
okay.
So you got
to take what you can
what
get.
we had to do.
Right. So you moved to, was it Florida first?
Florida first, Miami.
How long did you stay there?
It wasn't long. It was like a year, 2 years, like 2 years, and then we came. Then I came to. I helped somebody move, and then visited Atlanta by just helping someone move, and. I say, yo, I hate this,
Wow.
It was something that grabbed me with Atlanta. I couldn't tell what it was, but something grabbed me when I came here.
Wow. So, I met you like a little bit before that. And then when you started doing your music here, I remember you were one of the first people that gravitated towards Serato.
I'm not gonna talk about the big computer.
I gotta talk about it. Listen, this guy had this big desktop computer.
No, it was Final Scratch first.
Oh, was it Final Scratch? Okay.
Yeah.
So you used to bring a big monitor and everything into the parties. And we all used to look at it like, what the hell?
Yo, so the monitor was big because at the time, it's like we were way ahead of the curve.
You were.
In terms of like getting music through from LimeWire, Merc, SoulSeek, all them touring sites and all that. We were way ahead of the curve. So it's like, and plus record at the time wasn't like, big up to Unity Sounds. They weren't coming. They were here, but they were transitioning out of
all the records into CDs. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I was way ahead of that. Right. You know what I mean? So
correct.
Being that they were transitioning, and I was getting all the songs from Jamaica, like, and everywhere, like as like exclusive and all that stuff. It's like, we need something. And them time I couldn't afford a computer, the thing there. So I actually built a small computer, like a little box. Right. I don't know if you remember that with the handle.
I remember it with the handle.
But the only thing we never had, we never have a monitor. Boy, could I get that thing for work? I probably play one song off the computer. Really? Yeah, man.
I mean, and at some point, I remember you used to play off of your phone.
Yo, Final Scratch is one of the worst software ever designed, yo.
Yeah, you used to play off your phone. But so you got into the business in here in New York, in Atlanta. You playing solo.
Yeah.
Who was one of the first big promoters that you played for?
I think it was Mark Stewart. Okay. Then Corey.
Okay.
And from Corey, Mark Stewart. Well, all right, let me run it back. So Dardy Metro, you know.
She used to have the school uniform.
Yeah. Well, before school uniform, she used to have like a Sunday thing at Raytown
Sundays. Right.
Yeah. So Jungle. And what finesse brother name again, man? You might kill me.
Might kill you. I don't know his name either.
Jungle, Supreme, not Supreme. What's Jungle sound used to name again?
Stereosonic.
Not so. Is a different sound out here?
Oh, I don't know.
Them Supreme are specialists. Mm-hmm. Not specialist. We're gonna remember it. But Jungle and my brethren from Guyana. Damn, I know me can't. Yo, Vaughn, I know him as well. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, in case DJ Finest brother basically. So DJ Finest brother used to close out, and I used to probably do the early one because Danny Metro met us and met my brethren Tony from Underground Sound, and then. She invited, we beg away and she invited us. Yeah, man, you can come play for my party, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And, we used to do Raytown Sundays. That's what I mean. Whole heap of people, like Chin them, all them people. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then at what point did you start playing for was it Terrence and
Terrence are down the line. Okay. So because even Terrence wasn't even promoting when I started out. Terrence wasn't even promoting at that time. Okay. Terrence was working a corporate job at that
really?
time.
At a 9 to 5? Wow.
Yeah, Terrence was working Terrence an accountant, my brother.
I know that.
Yeah, Terrence was working a corporate job at that time and stuff. Okay. So it's like it was Mark Stewart and Donnie Metro, Mark Stewart, Corey now. Corey is the one who got me into the uptown market now.
Gotcha. So that the trends them.
You know a lie. It was either Keen or Corey. So Corey got me out there first and then Keen first and then Corey. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's like it's kind of all over the place right there. But yeah.
All right. And then at somewhere along the line, you started playing in Vibes.
So Vibes now is further down because what I realize is, of course, that's the only thing I was doing, like DJing. And what I realize, you have to have, no matter how much you want to play for different promoters and all that stuff. You still have to have a resident. You still have to have one of them thing there where you expect to get like a 3 bills.
Right.
And say this Friday.
That is sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a short 3 bills. So 3 bills from Vibe, 3 bills from 426.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And it adds up.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It adds up overall. Like so that's like what? $600
to
$1,200 a month,
right.
You know what I mean, at one club and all that stuff, and so that's $2,800 that or $2,400 that,
Right.
So you definitely need a resident, and that's when I went to Vibe and stuff like that. Most of the people used to look down, like most of the DJs used to look down on Vibe, but they never really understand how powerful Vibe was. Vibe was
we
very
know that because we played
instrumental,
that vibe. Myself,
and
you,
still is, John Wayne at one time,
and
Juggler at one
right,
time,
Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
At what point did Sunday on the Drive came in?
So Sundays on the Drive came in by. All right, so big up Carla, big up Otis, big up Yardman, Free Yardman.
Yeah.
Who else? So Sundays on the
Curtis.
Drive, Curtis too. Mm-hmm. Big up Curtis. So Sundays on the Drive came in from 426, right? We
started
that. Like I think a Yardman. I don't know if his Yardman have that. I had the idea or who came up with the idea from out of his crew. But somebody came up with the idea, and we started from 426 from nothing. You know what I mean? We started from carrying a sound system from Cross. I think over a year, so like
was it
like. I don't know who used to have that sound system there, but we used to push the sound system all the way from across the parking lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, from across the parking lot. We're talking about Aquarium parking lot now, or Bliss parking lot.
Yeah, what is Bliss now?
Yeah, exactly. So we're moving equipment from one end of the parking lot to 426.
So from one club to the other.
Right.
Wow.
So and then it grew, and by it growing now. I don't remember what happened. Who controlled 426 at the time, but it wasn't Gene or none of them people there.
True.
I think Gene came in afterwards, and then Yarman actually finally opened his own spot, which is
what's Exposed.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's when it grew. But Sundays on the Drive, I don't think a lot of people realize how much of a staple that was in the city.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean?
A lot of people broke out from Sunday on the Drive.
A lot of people broke out on Sundays on the Drive, and Sundays on the Drive gave me a platform, gave me and John Wayne a platform and stuff. And Sundays on the Drive also built a lot of enemies. That's part of my diversion from leaving Stone Mountain, because Sundays on the Drive brought so much enemies.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Man, it's like either DJs wanted to play on it, and they wouldn't even say, yo, let me go chat to Mixmaster. It's like they used to go to Yardman or Curtis and things like that, and big up Otis and Carla. Them always was the one who used to defend me at all points. Like no matter how the man used to say, David this and David that, and yo, I mean the man that saw this on the Drive. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was the mad. It's me and John Wayne, but me and the man, me I close out, me I talk, me I, you know what I mean? Me I mix, me I do all, you know what I mean? Me have the crazy transitions and all them stuff there. So it's like I used to build a vibe there. So it's like everybody just wanted to get on, and then it's like the fight and the grudge used to. It was strong at one point. I'm like, yo, that's something that gonna cost me either my freedom or my life. So it's might as well just leave it alone. And then when the cops start running in, just say, all right, I think this is a wake up call. You know what I mean? So
which one was the first downtown when you made that transition? Where did you go downtown to play?
So I think in between, like, so while I was doing Stone Mountain, the hardcore parties, I still was doing Thrive, which was considered to be an uptown thing. And then as well as I was doing like the cool rooms downtown, like during the week, like a Tuesday, and scenario, and stuff like that. But the first one was Battle Bar. My brethren Chris Holmes, Irie Man, he would come to me and say, yo, no, I call him and say, yo, you know, I need to break out from out of so Ray. So him say, yo, you know, so I have a brethren named Solomon, and he introduced me to Solomon. Solomon, his friend was like everything kind of, you know, I'm just kind of put everything together and stuff as we go. So Solomon was a part of Rose Bar, Battle Bar. Battle Bar was like one of them upscale lounges that transitioned the whole city to as well. So Battle Bar, they had a Wednesday night, but nothing was happening. So they brought me in, and we started the Wednesday night, you know, bringing in people and all them stuff there. And, you know, the transition wasn't as smooth, you know. We start work for like $150 or something that I believe it are $75 because, you know.
Nothing going on,
you know. So the reason I'm going to throw them numbers there out there, come on, people to kind of understand and hear where it starts from, because I never just run out there and start at 3 bills, 5 bills, $800 or $1,000 in one go. You know, we had to build it up and then them things. So then you have from Battle Bar comes Cuckoo Room, I close a Cuckoo Room, from Cuckoo Room or in Scenario, and from that club comes that club, from, you know what I mean? So it, even though I was charging, even though I got $150 at the time, it turned out to be more in the bigger broad scheme because we have a platform.
Because you're looking at the larger picture.
Right, exactly. So, you know, because we build a whole heap of events, because we build Sundays on the Drive, we build Thrive. It's a couple of events that we built here in Atlanta. Gal Farm, I was a part of Gal Farm too in its glory days, you know.
All right. Let's take a break. Get a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to talk more about your transition.
May I get a cut out of that thing, man?
We'll be right back.
This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by
I know a place.
Join us this and every Sunday for Memory Lane Sundays at Premier Restaurant and Lounge, featuring music by some of Atlanta's top DJs, playing the best oldies but goodies.
You think I love
Complimentary chicken with rice and peas with drink purchase. Doors open 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. sharp. Free parking, free admission, and free food. Dining, drinking, dancing, and hookahs each and every Sunday at Memory Lane Sundays. Inside Premier Restaurant and Lounge, 6924 Main Street in Lithonia.
And we're back. My special guest today, Mix Master David. So you made a transition downtown.
Yeah.
At what point did you get into radio here in Atlanta?
So remember, I don't know if you remember when we used to do like the Wednesday mixes on the Frank Ski show.
Correct.
And stuff. So I used to fill in sometime for like when he used to get, like Frank Ski used to have like a Wednesday, of course the morning show on V103. This was when radio was radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Mark Stewart is the one who say, yo, Mix, you think you can do a mix for such and such coming this week, and for like Beanie Man coming this week and stuff, you think you can do like a 30-minute mix for the radio? Do it. Brother, anytime I do that stuff, my phone used to light up. David, turn on V103. You're up on the station.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So from them time, from like early 2000 and I would say 2006. 2005, 2006, sorry. And then, but when I got hired to V103 now is 2019.
Wow.
Well, let's say 2020, right? So by me getting hired on V103 now is like we get hired in 2019, like the January, February. No, like December. I got hired, but them say, yo, don't announce it till January. Start working January. The pandemic hit.
In March.
That changed the whole thing, you know what I mean? So the hype and everything that you think you're gonna have now, the pandemic just touch it, you know what I mean? I help cramp it a little bit, but we're still there, same, you know?
Okay. Back up a bit. The what I missed was the Jerk Fest. You know, you are were one of the main DJs.
Still man. Still just take a little break and stuff like that.
On the Atlanta Jerk Festival. How did that come about?
So Glenn Simmons. Okay, so I was there from
it started.
From
really?
it started, yeah. So Glenn Simmons, I used to work with Glenn Simmons on. Oh, you know what? I have a backup then. So with radio, I used to do the station on with Glenn Simmons on Saturdays.
Right.
And Glenn say he wants to start a Jerk Fest. So at the time it was Weber, Lloyd, and Glenn. So the three of them started the Jerk Fest. We started from I think Norris Lake. Run by the
CJ's Hideaway.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the thing just constantly keep growing, and then Glenn keep on raising the bar because his vision of Jerk Fest is so huge, you know, rest in peace, because Glenn Simmons is like a real friend of mine, and still is, you know. Big up Cheryl. So, you know, but at a point in time, it's like, as you grow and you transition out of Stone Mountain now, it's like things is not the same. Right. You know, you have other engagement and other contractual arrangement where you have to kind of honor, and it's like it's just so. But Jerk Fest is still my home, so probably next year I'll be there. and stuff like
What
that.
do you say to the critics? I've heard it. Everybody said, "Well, Mixmaster David sold out."
Tell me everything with them, son.
Because
Somebody said something to me this week, like it kind of baffled me. I'm like, yo, all right. So I saw a security that used to work over here, and he said, "Yo, David is my sellout," and he said the people over there don't like you, boy. I said, "What happened?"
So you're going uptown now. You're going, you're going Yankee now and all that type of stuff. So but you're gonna have critics.
Yeah, you're gonna have critics, but the fact that some of the stuff that some of these people make up, like they were saying, like backstabbing and all that stuff. I'm like,
I didn't hear that.
Yo, if you're the name John Wayne, Juggler, Rico, Terrence, even Father Thomas. I mean, Father Thomas don't really do business like that, but we come from the same place.
Correct.
If you don't name none of them people there, you can't. We never have a business transaction or nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, but at the same token, I have to grow, bro. This is Stone Mountain. I still have DJs here. We can deliver. So
Right.
if I say, yo, I want more for myself and I want to do other things, you can't be mad at me. You know what I mean?
But anytime somebody try to grow, people always have something to say.
I remember I told her that the fight start from expose, and bro, the fight was real.
Wow.
The fight was real.
Wow.
Remember one time we was up on the mic. No. A group of promoters, right? Just like one and two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Them all roll together and stuff like that. And them say they beg me for read the flyers. So I read the flyers. But they want me to be detailed with even the everything but up on the flyer. Them no one just because when we read flyers we get a lot of flyers. So we are say, all right, date, name of the promoter,
place,
time and place, right? Probably the sounds that's on there, right? Even if we're not on there,
correct.
At that time we still announce who are there on the party.
Absolutely.
See? The man say, yo, one David, him not read man flyers right and all them thing there and Ray, and the man that chat tough. And so I said, well, I'm not going to do no different.
Right.
I see him here, so I'm going to read it. Then now, him friend now, one of his friends, we had a back and forth. And I'm going to make a speech on the mic. I said, just a random general speech. Say, yo, yeah, someone that drive B man, them black me up on them. When I finished DJ, man come to me and said, "Road boy, me make a speech still." I said, "Yeah, somebody that drive me by the body about them. Want know if I'm here."
So I him just pick up that song.
So the thing, right as someone realized the thing I get out of hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And plus, me and him have a little girl running so at the same time.
Okay.
So, but the word, well, we asked them about directed that man, they will make a general speech.
Right.
Basically, at the time, I think with the team, somebody's speech.
But a guilty conscience probably.
Yeah, but none of them are going so bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I respect me and man have problem, but you know what I mean? Man work for me by years.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah, the fight start from there. So what you going to do is either you stay there and fight with them, but then look around and say, what may I fight for? Then keep in mind, we just came out of a pandemic.
Right.
But they get before the pandemic, yo, the skill. Before the pandemic, like 2007, I buy a house without papers in America.
Really?
Without papers.
Wow.
I don't mind naming nice, but I'm buying money. Like,
right.
You understand? Without papers. Just imagine that. Like, things, your business so successful doing DJing thing and stuff like that. You buy a house without, or you take over somebody payment for the house and all that stuff without papers. And then when the pandemic hit, everything just changed. You know what I mean? Yeah. I never seen a 2008 before. I never seen a pandemic actually hit. So after that, now my mindset changed. Like with everything where you gain and loss, you say, yo, man, I feel really do business right now. You know what I mean?
And business the right way.
And do business the right way.
Right.
So the Stone Mountain thing, one day if it will work out, you know what I mean? If we can't see myself. But bro, what I saw people like the DJ Envies before the Breakfast Club, or the people like the Kid Capri's and all them people here. When we run circles round from time to time, right? We said them man there do it, and them do it on a large scale where them man there on festival I collect like $7,000 per gig, right? And all them stuff there.
Right.
And I'm like, yo.
So that was basically your inspiration.
Yeah, so I say, yo, like why dance all over there so, or why Stone Love not go off of them thing and stuff, or why Renaissance and Black China at the time, Black China hot at the time. Why them not see them? Why haven't they captured that market? So I say, yo, I go after the market there.
So you deliberately
do it, because back in the day, our conversation between amongst us, like me, you, John Wayne, Juggler, used to be, yo, I try to steal a can yank and make him get. You're right. You know how I make him get to with them party there and things like that. But at the same token, I never make that my short. What were you saying? I would never make my disadvantage hold me back, but just go after one more. I go after same aim. I let the music talk.
Right.
So by me doing that is like, a lot of different doors open up for me. You know what I mean?
So is that when you started traveling overseas?
That's when I started traveling overseas. It's not because of dancehall or reggae. It's just because of Mixmaster David being a good DJ that can play everything. Right. That's when I got the opportunity.
Where did you go first?
I think I went to different from going back to Jamaica. I think I went to the Philippines.
I remember that.
And then with Kerry Hilson.
Right.
And then I went to I remember going to St. Martin with Kerry Hilson again. I did a lot of things with Kerry Hilson.
How did you meet? How did that come about?
So that came from a party that had only 30 people. The Monday night social.
Right.
So big up Big Zach. My brother Big Zach introduced Kerry to me and stuff. I was like, yo, Mixmaster is a dope DJ. Like he been talking behind my like in the studios with Kerry and all that stuff, and she said she want to go out, and she said, yo, Mixmaster David, if you ever heard of the DJ, he's a dope, amazing DJ. And what I used to do at the time, I used to play everything. Everything, like from pop, disco, house, everything.
I remember the mixes, the SoundCloud mixes.
Exactly, like from the Monday night social. But we started with 30 people. Everybody come to that spot there. From what are you the name from the Roots again? Questlove, Shaka, Ludacris, them, Idaxi, him wife, everybody that look a party, you know, I talk about a liquor room at the time, and then it just grew to Monday night being one of the staples of Atlanta, and stuff. Now it kind of, we're built it back still, so because the whole Atlanta changed, so you know what I mean.
At one point, you got into production as well. You got into producing.
Yeah. So we're still in producing and stuff, and still I can make my own beats and all that stuff.
Remixes.
Remixes, all that stuff. So, we still do it all and stuff,
So currently, you're now in Vegas.
Yeah.
You are a resident DJ for Usher.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Same thing. It came from relationships, being in Atlanta. Atlanta is the hub for music for the past 20 years or 23 years, right? So you being in the city, you're gonna see all of these people just
especially
show up.
Since you're on V103 as well,
right? Not even V103.
Not even,
the street got me more.
Wow.
I got more from the street than V103.
Are you serious?
Yes, bro. Like the clubs in Atlanta gave me more recognition than the station itself.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's funny enough, it's a street that got me V103.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
So being the fact that I DJ at these clubs, you're gonna see T.I., you're gonna see 2 Chainz, you're gonna see everybody while them hot, the Migos, you know what I mean? Keith Thomas, Brian Michael Cox is and Usher. They come to my party from time to time and stuff like that. That's what started even the Monday night, even the R&B Wednesdays, from them hearing my vibe and my style.
That's at Josephine's, right?
So no, the Monday night style at Red Martini.
But the Wednesdays.
The Wednesdays is now at Red Martini as well.
Okay.
But it started out from a club from SL Lounge, Rugs, Big Up Rugs. It started out from his spot, and then it went a couple places before, and then it ended up right now at Red Martini. It's been there for the past couple of years, and stuff, and so that's how I get to meet Usher. Like it become like, yo, who's that dude? Right. To becoming like, yo, David, what's up? Where you at tonight? Calling you on your phone and all them thing there. You know what I mean? So that's the relationship I have with some of these people.
Right.
But at the same token, the relationships that we have with them, I never went up to them and say, "Yo, can you put me on?" or nothing like that. It's just that when the doors open, it's like they will call and say, "Yo, we have this opportunity for you to do Vegas, but is for you to do the after parties." So I'm like, "Yo, let's do it." And I never asked money. I never asked none of that stuff. I just saw the opportunity before I saw the dollar sign.
Right.
Because I know what working with them people there and where it can take you. We are talking about Usher.
Yeah.
The man sell out Vegas every weekend, brother.
Every weekend, you're right.
Bro, you have so much people in America and the place hold like 6,000 people every week, right? And people buy ticket. They have a Wednesday show, they have a Friday show and a Saturday show. And all them parties sell out. Everybody and their mother.
And you play at the after party for every
I
laugh.
play at the after parties.
Wow.
They might have turn back people on the weekends for the after parties in Vegas.
Wow. So how is that experience like? Just, because...
It's amazing, yo. Yeah. It's amazing. And it's nothing different from you standing up on a stage looking at 2,000 people at the Elephant Man show when Elephant Man and Prime are at, you know what I mean? It's the same experience, but it's just the music genres is going to kind of change. But what I do, I brought my vibe, like Mixmaster David vibe, and I try to play like, I didn't try to play like a Vegas DJ or none of them people here.
Do you play dancehall and do you incorporate that into your set as well? I
incorporate dancehall and stuff like that too as well, whether commercial or whether what's hot right now, but not too much of what's hot, because too much of what's hot from our culture is not what's popping. It's not. Them can't relate, so you have to do over tailor it.
Gotcha.
You know?
Wow. What is it like working with Usher one-on-one? Because I know I've seen you a couple of times. He's been around you on the turntables.
That nigga plays.
I noticed that. when I see you on your Instagram, I see him. He's right next to you.
Him humble and stuff like that, because again he respect me. That's why I'm there.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And then what I do is again. Some people will get swell-headed and cocky or get carried away or get, Usher have to respect what I do. Usher have to follow my lead, not I follow Usher's lead.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it's like, me I do my thing. Me I do Mixmaster David.
Right.
So it's like, him respect it, them love it. Sometimes he doesn't even come to the room like 1 or 2 times, and I carry the room the whole night. And keep in mind where I come from, that where an artist will get booked for come perform over here, so and thing, and is that them a show up, and guess what we have to do? We have to make sure so them people have a good time for the buckle start fling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just imagine time when Beanie Man is supposed to come at South Beach.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Me, Frank Ski, and the place ram.
Yep. And you hold it down.
I'm gonna hold it down. It's coming like a Beanie Man a perform.
Hold it down. Yeah.
So it's just them kind of vibe there, you know.
Wow. You've accomplished so much.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to accomplish that you're working towards?
Yeah, the production still try to scratch the surface of production and putting out music, doing my Mixmaster David thing as or DJ Khaled thing in the sense. You know what I mean? Just doing Mixmaster David.
Right.
Because there's so much that we know in terms of music and so much that we have to offer in terms of sound and all of that. And that's the lane. So I'm just I have to really sit down and tap into it and just
so as a DJ, we all play music, we all have our careers, but you obviously on another level. How much longer do you think, or how long do you think will keep you inspired in doing this?
Boy, until my finger them stop work and my brain stop work, you know what I mean? Because you know what the funny thing is, my first girlfriend here in the States, at a matter of fact, the girl that me and the youth that fall out over still. She said to me, but she said it in a way where she was downgrading me. She said, do you plan to DJ all of your life? You know what I mean? But who would have known DJ would have taken me to these places, or DJ would have bought me a house, DJ would have bought me the car that I'm driving, DJ would have helped taking care of my mother and all that stuff. And that's why, again, the critics can talk, but at the same token, I have the things to show.
To show for it, correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
I built a business out of DJ, not understanding that this could have taken me places. You know what I mean? Because again, even the structure like a Renaissance structure at the back in the day and Stolov and Black China, they had and Bass Odyssey, they had a structure where it was a business for them first, where they get sponsorships and all of them thing there. You used to see the Stolov truck with the big Guinness on the side of the truck. Them Guinness pay them for that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Correct. Same thing with Renaissance. Renaissance, they got sponsored. The sponsors have to pay them to do that.
Right.
As a sound system. Right. You know what I mean? And then you see all these other DJs on like BT during look at what Kid Capri did this past couple weeks. Him hold on the whole entire award show and him will get some sponsorship. Him will get whole heap of business opportunities. So why we can't go after that? Right. You know? So for the people who some sell out, it's like them have to look on them thing that in the grand scheme of things like, yo, we are bigger than what we are doing right now. You know what I mean? We can get more out of what we are doing, you know? So it's like, it's just one of them thing there, bro.
Before you go, as a Jamaican, and as a Jamaican who's really on the international scene now, what do you think about the music that's coming out of Jamaica now?
So, yeah, I have a problem with the content, you know. And I know that people will say, yo, but the same thing the hip-hop man them are saying, but the same token the hip-hop man them are not us. We're very unique in what we do, and we the music that's been coming out from like the 90s with violence and all them stuff. And we just talk about content. We don't even start talking about the groove or the rhythm and the genre of the music and stuff. We are talking about the content of the music. Like, if you think about it, all the songs that come out now is saying shoot somebody in them head, bust them brain, cut them throat, scam, thief, obia. So it idolize everything that's kind of negative or everything that's wrong. I mean, dancehall is not gospel music, but I'm saying there's still so much to talk about.
Correct.
You know what I mean? There's so much to talk about. And then I think we're getting older now, because when the Bounty used to do the Bounty thing and Cabra used to do the Cabra thing, you know what I mean? It's like we never, our parents used to say the same thing, but now it's gotten a little darker, bro.
Yeah, it really has. It really has.
Gets dark. And by it getting dark, you see it reflect the actions of the youth, because everything what I'm saying about is actually happening in real time, in real life.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
So now we have to pull back now and say, boy, brother, I know say we kind of created still, but that cost from a long time. Get a skin out from a long time, but still, brother, your daughter, it affect your daughters now, and it affect your brothers, it affect your whole country, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? The fact that the man might put on the most wanted, the most murderous capital, our most dangerous country in the world is Jamaica. Is one of the most murderous capital with the most murder. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That is not something to be proud about, bro. Wow. Because half of them and 3/4 of them people there who get killed, them have a vision. Them are not bad people. Them are somebody family, them are somebody father, them are somebody brother, cousin, uncle, sister, you can name it. You understand? So what we are doing, you know? But one thing we can tell you with like the energy that's coming from like with the drift and all them song there and the V6 them and all them stuff. I like that the youth them are find a gear but still try to, try to tailor it. Because even when them get signed, the music just...
Yeah, I think it kind of slow them down when they get signed.
Yeah, because the people the machine where them get now for push them thing, it can't, them can't relate. Them don't know how to do it.
They don't understand the culture.
Them don't understand the culture and they don't understand how to market.
Yeah. You're right.
Killing people, because that's not the song you want to play in your car when you pick up you with them from school or in the restaurant. That's not when you go to an upscale restaurant. That's not the dancehall or the reggae you hear on the intercom system.
You still hear the 90s.
You still hear the 90s. You still hear Sean Paul. You still hear Everyone Falls in Love or Surrounding No Games or probably, Shaka Demos and Players Murder She Wrote or Bam Bam or It Wasn't Me Shaggy. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't, we in the streets, but come on. We can't fix it. We can't fix it, bro. There's a template there. We need to use it.
True. Does she appreciate what you've done?
So my mother is 85 years old, so she's not in the thing, but she appreciate me as a son. So she don't really understand. Right.
Right.
But she still understand as the fact that her thing is she just want her son to be a good person.
Gotcha.
You know, because we come from basically nothing, not realizing that I came from nothing until I got here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm look back and I say, yo.
Yeah, so you went home the other day and I saw you and her and I was actually I was like,
she's
wow.
here now. She's here now. Yeah, okay. She's been here for the past 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been here for the past couple of 6 months and stuff.
What advice, if any, do you have to give to any of the upcoming DJs, just especially in our circle?
Yeah, just have some patience and have an aim for the sky, bro. Like we can compete amongst the best of them, no matter who they is. Just fix yourself. You know what I mean? Understand that there's more to offer. There's more to achieve. You know what I mean? Just go after it, bro. Like the American scene is there. You know, you can't go over there and play dancehall same way. You're not going to be able to play the latest of what is popping, but still do what you have to do to make it work for you. You know what I mean? Because you staying over here and fighting with the same DJs that been in the same place for the longest while that don't want to get out the box is like...
It's a crap in
a
barrel.
sense. And then we'll get older night too. You know what I mean? We're not young for all our lives.
Yeah.
Just try to travel the world out of music and all that stuff, whichever way you can.
Where haven't you been that you'd like to go?
Enough places. I'm not going to Trinidad yet. I'm not going to none of them places.
Really?
I'm not going a lot of places in the Caribbean yet. Yeah. Wow. A lot. I haven't played music in a lot of places. So, because keep in mind, I went to Mexico 3 times this year already, and we're just in June. You know, so it's like enough places that I'm not going yet, man. Enough, a lot.
Who do you rate? Who does Mixmaster David rate as a DJ? No,
in terms of
just people,
dancehall, like
dancehall or just DJing. People.
There's a lot of people that are rate, especially from this culture, like especially the local youth them all come up now, like them not gonna say about me, but you say about them, but like the Nino them and the Black Platinum them youth, the Copper Ash them, the English them and all them people, you know what I mean? John Wayne juggle them same way. I'm gonna rate them as not just my brothers, but I rate them as DJs. And then now if you talk on the grand scheme, I think Navis bomb them same way, the Negos them same way, because I know what their potential are.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Correct. And I say to them all the time, you ask them, tell them, I would pull them back and say, yo, be mix more, my brother. Stop the song them, the speech thing cool, but mix more. You know what I mean? Try getting more songs in your format than ask them, they will tell you. Right. And from the template that we use, we still use like people like Stone Love, Renaissance, Black China, them, you know what I mean?
True.
We still use their format,
Facts.
So it's like, I'm not scared to give credit to Kurt Riley's, you name it,
Right. Wow.
Richard D.
Yep.
And then for the American side, the Kid Caprice still, you know what I mean? And we use all of that, and it make Mixmaster David, because I use everybody thing. But they don't know what I use from them. You know what I mean? Them can't even point it out. But
sometimes you start some sets and I'm like, where's he going with this? But then eventually let's see where you're going with it.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I don't even know when I'm going to play when I come out on the turntable. It's like I never planned for play. That's one thing. It's like your songs I'm organizing, but I never know, or I don't know what I'm going to play when I come on sometime, because I don't know where the next DJ is going to end.
Correct.
You know?
Correct. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So I'm never surprised.
Wow. Folks, our special guest today on a very special Take 5, the one and only Mixmaster David.
This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by
I know what the ladies.
Join us this and every Sunday for Memory Lane Sundays at Premier Restaurant and Lounge, featuring music by some of Atlanta's top DJs, playing the best oldies but goodies.
You think I look
Complimentary chicken with rice and peas with drink purchase. Doors open 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. sharp. Free parking, free admission, and free food. Dining, drinking, dancing, and hookahs each and every Sunday at Memory Lane Sundays. Inside Premier Restaurant and Lounge, 6924 Main Street in Lithonia.